Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a simple summer makeup look today, and for a lot of people you're probably gonna be like, this is not simple, this is a ton of makeup. But for me, it's just my everyday go-to routine if I don't want a lot going on in my face. I honestly rarely ever leave my house, so if I just want to put some makeup on, I'll just do this if I am going to leave for the day. For summertime, I really just like to focus on glowy, bronzed skin with just simple eyes. So if you want to see how I was able to get this summertime look, then just keep watching. Alright, to start off, I'm going to prime my face using the Nivea Post Shave Balm. This is a shave balm, but it's also a primer. This was discovered by another YouTuber here, and the great thing about it is the main ingredient in here is glycerin, and that is what makes makeup stick to your skin. So this is a really great affordable primer. You can find this at the drugstore, and just warm that up in between my fingers and wait till it gets a little tacky. So I'm just gonna push this in to my skin. Next, I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows with this Colourpop eyebrow pencil. So next for foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two of my favorite drugstore foundations. These are the L'Oreal True Match. This is in Lumi, and this is just the original L'Oreal True Match. So I'm just going to take a pump of that on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna mix both of these together. So with a Real Techniques beauty sponge, I'm going to just blend this out. This is a damp beauty sponge, so I just run it under the sink and just squeeze it in the palm of my hand about 20 times. And it should get larger in size. Next up, I'm going to be taking this concealer from Wet n Wild. This is called the Come Correct Celebrity Concealer. So I'm going to do one eye at a time because I have a feeling it's a pretty thick concealer. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't know if I like this. I'm just not used to my concealers being so thick. So at least you'll get a lot of coverage from it. And if you really want that bright under eye, this will definitely do it for you. Just placing that on the chin, under the eyes, and bridge of the nose. I'm gonna try to blend this out fairly quickly with the same damp beauty sponge that I was using before. I always like to just bring whatever concealer I'm using and just bring that on the eyelids to help cover any redness and prime the eyes. Wow, this is a very brightening concealer, but the consistency is really nice, and it definitely does do what a concealer is supposed to do, and that is supposed to cover dark circles. The next thing I'm gonna do is take this Coty Airspun powder, loose face powder. This is actually from Walmart. You can probably order it on Amazon, and it's a really good dupe for the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So if you're looking for a translucent powder, this may be a really good alternative. So I'm going to use this to bake today. For summer, my face gets sweaty and pretty oily, so I just need something that's going to make my concealer not crease. So by baking, that'll really help with that. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just dab it into some of that translucent powder. And we're just going to set the under eye. And yes, it's supposed to look ridiculously powdery under there. We want it to have a lot of powder, so we can just wipe it off later. I will say, if you are sensitive to smells, you would hate this powder. It smells like grandma perfume and baby powder. It is strong. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is also at the drugstore. This bronzer is awesome, especially for people with fair skin. I wouldn't really suggest this if you have a darker skin tone, but it is just such a pretty bronzer. And to top it all off, it smells so good. I love the smell. So I'm just going to take some of that on a Morphe M523 brush. So I'm just going to take some of that and bronze up the face. Because for me, summer is all about just super bronzy skin and glowy cheeks. So next I'm going to be adding blush. This is from the brand Milani. This is in the shade Luminoso. So it's a very pretty coral pink color. This is also from the drugstore. You can find Milani online or from Walgreens. I'm just going to be adding that with a Morphe E4 blush brush. And we're just going to add it on the apples and just blend that into the bronzer a little bit. It just has such a pretty luminosity to it. It's not an extremely bright blush. It's just really pretty. I think we're done baking, so I'll go ahead and just wipe away this excess powder. During the summertime, I really don't like to wear a ton of makeup, so especially on my eyes, I just usually keep things really simple. One of the tricks I like to use is I take the same bronzer that I used that day, and just on an eyeshadow brush, I just pop some of that in my crease. Bronzers are just really pretty colors, and they'll just add a lot of great dimension to the eye. So I'm not doing anything special, I'm just running that back and forth in the crease. So next I'm going to take this NYC liquid liner, and this isn't a necessary step, but I just like to add a very thin line just on my lash line. So to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to go in with some mascara. This is the Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. It is my favorite drugstore mascara. So this wouldn't be a summer routine if I didn't add some highlight. I know this is not from the drugstore, but I haven't found a drugstore highlight that I 100% stand by. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit. Just going to mix all of the shades and just pop that in the cheeks. The high points of the cheeks. Put some on the chin. Always put some on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and on the Cupid's bow. Really intensify that highlight, a trick you can do is take some setting spray, any kind, this is MAC Fix Plus, and just spray it on any type of beauty sponge, and you can just press that highlight into the skin. For summer, I really just love glossy lips, and the NYX Butter Glosses are awesome. You can find these at Ulta or some drugstores. And that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you have any suggestions on what videos you would like to see next, please leave that below in the description box. And I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.